right, welcome back. As I said, it's going to be only 5 minutes. We need to be careful with time. So we're now back for round two. And one of the things that I really like about this format of using two tournaments is that in the second tournament, all right, welcome back. As I said, it's going to be only 5 minutes. We need to be everybody. Sorry, that was just my YouTube. In the second tournament, everybody's just warmed up, pumped up. Players that did really well are, have the energy of going like I wanting to continue playing and let's see what I can go. Players that didn't do great want to prove themselves in the second tournament, especially since the dynamic is going to change completely because we're not going to have two identical tournaments. In this tournament, everybody is going to use two completely different characters from what they used in the previous one. So it's going to be a completely different experience for everybody involved, and that's what I like a lot about this concept. So it's not just okay, you lost in the first round and you're thinking, if I'm going to the second tournament, it's going to be the same thing. Well, everybody's going to use different characters now, so they're going to be different matchups, different players, and I am sure that this one is going to be even better than the first one. Joining us in the commentary, Subu, like in the first tournament, and Eve is going to be with us as well, like he has done recently. Guys, you're on mute. If you want to add something. Probably still preparing for the tournament. All right. Let's do the shuffle.
Yo,
Yeah,
hello.
yo, welcome. Was good.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah,
Everybody.
excited for this, man.
Yeah, I was just saying. Sorry for repeating myself. I was just saying that whenever we have this type of concept with dual tournament, the second tournament is always going to be a lot more interesting than the first one because people are
Hmm.
going to do adjustments, and the players that did really well want to do just as well in the second. The people that did not do great in the first one want to take their revenge, so to speak, in the second
Hmm.
one. And the most important part of this is the experience is going to be different because everybody is going to use different characters from the first tournament. So we're not going to see um, any other matchups that we've seen in the previous tournament. So Oak using
Yeah.
Vara and Info using Sam, for example, we're not going to see that anymore. Yeah, we're going to see completely different matchups between different players, and it might end up in a completely different um, way. Good. So we have 11 people competing, which is more than enough. We got Jihadi again. We got Subu. We got Eve, Maestro, Chernobyl, Oak, me, Info, Pico, Piper, and Apostle. Uh, and now the most interesting part, which is the shuffle. I'm gonna share my screen here, and that's gonna make a lot of difference, especially in a best of one system. Um, Guys, I did three shuffles last time. I don't want to do three. Give me a number.
7.
Seven. Let's go with seven.
Sure.
One,
Lucky sevens.
two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Hopefully, I'm not gonna fight Eve. Let's see.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
No. Oh, Subu and Info again the first fight. Subu and Info again
Ooh.
the first fight, and the winner is gonna fight me. So the same matchup that we had, the same trajectory that last time. It's random. It happens. Oak is gonna fight Pico in the second round. Meister's fighting Chernobyl, and the winner is gonna face Apostle. Eve is facing Jihadi, and the winner is going to face Piper. We have a list
Oh,
with
nice.
all. Yeah, we have a list with all the characters that we're gonna use, and without further ado, let's dive into it. Early rounds. The wheel. Yes, the wheel will come back. It was very close of coming back to this one. But I couldn't. There were a lot of things that I had to figure out in the concept, and I wasn't able to figure it out in time. Right. So Info has Marta and Laszlo for this one, and I would say a more dangerous pair compared to the first one. Subu with the more experimental pair compared to the first tournament, which is Marta and Jan.
Oh, so Subu with Marta, interesting.
Yeah. Subu is taking left side, and Info is taking right side, so they're switching sides compared to the last time. We might see a Marta Miri here, who knows? The wheel, yes. The wheel. We gotta get the wheel back here. By the way, Subu, I know that you're in. I'm just gonna tag you as well so people know which side they're fighting.
All good.
I'll join up as well, I guess.
Yeah. Marta Mir, it could happen. It could happen. We'll see.
I haven't seen a Marta Mir in a long time.
We'll see if it happens here.
Who was Subu's other one? Marta
Jan.
And Jan, yes.
Jan, oh.
I don't know. I reckon Marta can actually be quite a competitor against Jan. I feel that Jan is doing a little bit worse than Bara in against rapiers. It's always kind of been like that. But who knows?
Yeah, I guess his thrusts won't be so good against an actual rapier.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Info taking right side.
Yeah, Jan's thrusts are kind of wacky. They're not sort of straightforward like Samuel or Laszlo's, so...
That mask. I haven't seen the face on that skin before. The mask. That was crazy.
Yeah. I've seen... I think I've heard that this is from Commedia dell'arte, something like that. The skin. I'm not sure. Here we go. Looks funny though. Info with the first flag, but I think it's a good choice here from Subu because he evens the playing field. When you play a saber versus a rapier, usually the saber is a stronger character, but if you're not playing it the right way, you might get shredded. Oh, something happened there. I don't know. My luck being a cock in this turn and facing a dozen Marthas. Yeah. Oh, nice one from Info. 2-1. Yeah, I think Kalk versus Marta is a horrible matchup. It's one of the worst matchups.
It really is.
2-2. There are a few matchups that I can think that are this bad, but this is definitely up there. Probably top 5. 3-2. Oh, maybe Subu has some problems, I think.
Screen's black. Oh, okay, we're back. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready to go. Sorry about that.
No worries. Nice one again from Info. Again, a very close fight. We had a close fight between them in the first tournament as well. It was 6-5 for Subu. Subu actually coming back after being led. Well, it was more like both players had some...
Oh.
Subu with his side step. If it works, it works. So the third flag there.
Yeah, I wouldn't try Subu's technique on Subu himself.
Oh, nice.
He's pretty good at that technique.
Oh, and it's a double eventually. See, this is the move that I was talking about, which is after a thrust, she does that low cut. If you're pressing X again, she does that low cut, and it's very counterintuitive for Marta. And that allows oh, that was beautiful. Nice. Blade beat and then a forward thrust. Info with a very good Marta play here. But Subu is in a position that he likes a lot, which is free flag behind. Oh, but not this time,
wow.
unfortunately.
I thought Subu got that one. But yeah.
Yeah, 6-3. Subu, you're again on a quest.
Yeah.
Not an Australian quest though. Of coming back from the lower bracket. I'm pretty sure you have the ability to do so. Info moves on with a nice Marta performance. Now we got Maestro versus Chernobyl.
Just so I'm clear, like, if you pick a character for the winner's bracket, do you have to stick with that character for every match?
No. You can switch between them. You're allowed to switch between them. But as soon as you lose, you're forced to play with the second character. And you can only recover it unless... you can only recover it if you go to the final and you win the first final and you get to the second final. That's the only moment when you can get your character back.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, but you can, in the winner's bracket, you can switch between characters. Yeah, I thought that it would be way too limiting, you know, to pick a character and still want to give players the choice.
Yeah, especially in the final, you know.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Here we go. So Subu lost his Marta here. Maestro is going to use Barabash and Zera. I'm actually quite surprised that Maestro did not add Isabella to his 4 players roster. That proves again that he's a traitor to the Horsemen, and I'm gonna say it every time. Like not even in when you have to pick 4 characters, Maestro. Is that how we?
Yeah.
Is that how we go? Anyway.
Even I picked Izzy.
Yeah. yeah. He's a traitor.
Maestro is truly, not a horseman anymore.
No. So Barabash and Zera, and Chernobyl, Tarnavsky and Zera. Okay. It's gonna be interesting.
So did Cherno have Marta in the first tourney, but lost her in the winner's bracket? I kind of missed the first part of the tourney.
Let me see. Actually, he did not.
He was playing,
he did not pick Marta. That's quite interesting now that you're saying it.
Oh.
He's very good with Marta. I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wanted to play around with different characters. This is a good opportunity of doing so. Here's Chernobyl waiting for... Oh, sorry, I did not post the link. Let's see how this goes. Maestro said would have been different if I could pick 5. Nah. You would have definitely picked somebody else for the 5th.
Yeah, he says that, but...
Yeah, I know.
It would have been Yendrik or someone.
Yeah, he would pick Sava or something before Isabella. Here's Maestro. Good. I'll disable your controllers if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Maestro takes left, Chernobyl takes right.
Mm.
So we're seeing Zera versus Tarna. I think it's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle here for Cherno. I think Zera is a pretty bad matchup for Tarna.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, no follow-up.
There's a hit to the head.
Crazy flag. Cherno got the bug there, the push bug. I mean, it's not really a bug. It's more of an input inconsistency, which is nice cut.
Nasty.
If you try to chain it, it's not gonna work. You have to press it after the push lands in order for the push to. Yeah, it's a little bit counterintuitive, but yeah, it happens sometimes. 2-1. Cherno with a hand behind his back. 2-2. Yeah, Maestro Zera is no joke though. Cherno needs to be careful. There you go, back wide.
Yeah. Working those back wides.
Yeah.
Going for it's a double though.
I would say, I don't know, if I'm thinking about the strongest move in the game, I would probably think either his back Y or the cork. One of these two. Oh, beautiful
nice.
combo, 4-2.
Yeah, using that big sword to the full advantage. That's good sidestep.
Nice sidestep. Maestro needs to be careful here, not overextend, because Cherno is very good at punishing. Oh.
He's not afraid to just go in and grab.
He covers so much range with that. Oh, that double dash.
Mm-hmm.
You see Maestro being a little bit more careful here, though.
Yeah, he's so good at counters. You really got to watch your. Oh, nice.
A little overzealous with that cut.
Classic. Here we go.
I couldn't tell you how many times Michael killed me with that dash. A dash to back Y. You're dead before you even realize what's happened.
Yeah, the sidestep A from Tarna is so fast and so satisfying to see. Cherno has landed it 2 times already. Push! And
nice.
Maestro
Surprise
wins it.
push.
6-5. Great fight.
Yeah, that could have gone either way for sure.
Yeah. I think the extra range was a little bit decisive here. And Eve starts his adventure here against Jihadi. Eve has Isabella, and Isabella, a rare sight in these 2 tournaments. Tao picked her as well, but unfortunately I think he hasn't recovered health-wise, so hopefully he's fine. Edders was the second one, but he lost Isabella pretty early, and obviously I'm the third one. So let's see who Jihadi has here. Jihadi has Connor and Barabash. Quite interesting picks. Just give me 1 second to cross out Tarnavsky for Chernobyl. You'll have to use Zera in the lower bracket. Right, so Isabella or Gideon versus Connor or Barabash. Eve, I'm still gonna tag you there, even though you're in.
Yeah, all good.
Just so players know what side they get. Because the side that you see in challenge is not always the side that people should play. There's Jihadi. Jihadi with a good performance in the first tourney. We'll see how he does this time. He started with Marina in the first tournament. I would think that he might go Connor for this one. I think Pico actually has Connor for this one as well. So he's definitely gonna be a player to watch. Oh, what's going on? Eve was hovering over Isabella. No, he's going Getty. Connor or Bara?
Connor it is.
I think this is quite a tough matchup for Getty. I mean, I could see a winning path. But it could be a pretty difficult encounter.
Going for the stab. Oh, another one, but leg void. Just out of nowhere.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Jihadi has a lot of experience with Connor too, so that's going to be challenging for Eve. I think if somebody randomly picked up Connor, it'd be a much easier time compared to someone who knows those stabs and knows how to set up those single tempos. Nice parry, but yeah, the shield is right there. Nice. Yeah, Connor's very vulnerable to those cuts to the leg. Chop, trying to get between the weapons, also a good idea. It didn't work this time, but especially if he's in the middle of something. Nice from Eve, a hit to the head. Leg void doing what it should be doing, and that's actually a double. That was a very good try from Eve, but his opponent was able to land a hit. Big cut. Eve going low again. Nice attempt there. That feint might be a good idea as well. Good movement from Eve. Sniping at the hand. Just not enough range. Again with the chop, just not enough range again. But very good harassing moves from Eve. He's doing this nice footsies game against Connor. And Jihadi's really struggling to find a good counter to that. A good answer. Nice parry from Eve. Again to the leg. Yeah.
Seems to be a good move against Connor. Connor is a fun character.
For sure. Ooh, the trick shot. That's actually one of my favorite moves of his. It doesn't have a punch to it. That's the only problem with it.
I think people enjoy fighting Connor a lot more than they do against Marina, because against Connor there are more possibilities, I would say. Against Marina is a pretty specific play style that is effective, but is a pretty specific play style that you have to have against her. Dominant performance here from Eve. Thank you very much, Jihadi. You will be fighting soon in the lower bracket. Let's cross the character here. Connor. Here we go. Next fight. So we're in the winner's bracket. Well, Info fought already, so we're gonna wait one more fight. Let's do Oak versus Pico now.
Yeah, GG, Hattie.
GG indeed.
I'm still trying to figure out how to fight Connor. He's,
Conor Greg.
Yeah.
Oak and Pico face each other again. And interesting part is that Pico will probably use a character that he's been using a lot recently, which is Connor. And Oak has Kalk and Jan for this one. Something tells me that in the winner's bracket, he's probably going to play Kalk as much as possible. So my prediction for this matchup would be Kalk versus Connor, which I think it's a little bit of an uphill battle here for Kalk.
Sorry, who was Pico's other character?
Sam.
Interesting.
Sam,
They're both pretty hard for Calc, I would think.
Yeah, Kalk was really happy about Connor because he was expecting that it's gonna be another broadsword, and guess what? Surprise! It is a broadsword, but with a shield. So, yeah, Kalk got punked. There. Broadsword with no shield versus broadsword with a shield.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem very fair, does it? We'll see.
Well, Parsek's frozen for me again. I assume they're just going at it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll just catch up.
Yeah. Nice push there.
Oh, nice flashback.
Pico's so good at avoiding that. There you go again.
Again.
Oak a little bit overthrowing, I'd say. A lot of attacks. This one.
Oh.
This one is timed perfectly. There is a very small window in which if you push and then immediately throw, your opponent can't actually defend it. It's a very small window, but it is possible.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Cut his leg
I think
there.
part of it as well is how close you actually are when you push.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you can be
definitely.
like point blank.
Yeah.
But you can
Yeah,
also
and
be a bit far away.
yeah. I still can't see anything, but I am just watching from YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll just rejoin after this fight.
Yeah, Oak is staying very active in the fight. He does not want to let Pico get the pressure. But unfortunately, he gets countered there. It's 2-1.
Yeah, he has the reach.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
So that makes
Beautiful. Yeah, and this is
Oak was
exactly what I was talking about in the first tournament. In this particular matchups, you gotta get creative. Like, you just can't play conventionally. You have to do things that your opponent cannot expect. And that's exactly what Oak did there. Sorry, Eve. You want to say something?
I was just gonna say Oak was telling me about how that move that slash to the side, just how good that move is at like parrying and single tempoing, and it's a move I never use really.
Right back.
But, oh, back X misses.
Yeah, unfortunately, my commentary would be delayed if I was commenting what I'm seeing, but it's looking like a good fight so far.
It is, yeah.
Very active.
I think if Calc's close enough. Oh, nice. Back X lands to the wrist. Yeah, if Calc's close enough, the back X actually goes to the face instead of the midsection.
Yeah, I just saw that on YouTube actually.
Yeah. Which
And
is
then
good,
there,
'cause
yeah.
it goes over the shield.
Yeah. I'm basically a flag behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's the stab to the wrist.
Oh, the London shank.
Yeah, that's such a nasty little shank.
Yeah, surprised Pico is not. Yeah, he's going high guard right now, but surprised that he's not using. Beautiful combination.
That was yeah, beautiful.
6-3.
Blade beat.
Pico
Blade beat
loses
into his thrust.
Connor here. Yeah, that was great. The back X proves to be very strong.
Yeah, he's so good at that. He also said that I don't throw it enough. I have to agree. I need to remember to press back X a bit more.
Well, Pekler's been sneezing, he says, but taking a bunch of back X's while sneezing can't be easy.
Try to
because it's going up his nose.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna pop to the toilet. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Next fight is going to be Info versus me, and I have beef with Info actually, because last time we played, it was a lower bracket fight, and Info had Marta and I had Isabella, and she won 3-2. So I want to get that back. Yes, we got beef. So I want to get that win back. It's definitely not going to be easy. Info looked great.
Info is in good form. Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely has the ability to pick the other character. Like it's pretty obvious. I'm gonna pick Isabella. She could pick Laszlo, but something tells me that that's not gonna happen. Most likely gonna be Marta again. And I remember we had a pretty controversial flag there. Last time we fought. So Info, I hope you're ready for the revenge. Info taking left, I'm taking right. Here we go. Yep, Marta. Obviously, I think Isabella is stronger than Marta, but in this particular matchup, I think they're quite even. I would still give the edge to Isabella, but not by much.
Yeah, and Marta can take anybody on for sure. Blade beat, cut. Yeah, that combination was nasty when I was fighting Info's Marta. High guard, probably a good move here, as long as you don't eat a thrust. Very good threatening move, charging in there, pays for it. Sometimes a good move against the rapier, but Info was able to stay solid.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Cut there, expecting long guard, but backs away. That was good from Info, I think. You want to maintain distance. Oh. Venator manages to slice the hand off, despite that thrust landing.
Yeah, that's one thing that I don't really like about the game, which is you get hit first and you get stunned, but your move still goes through. Sometimes it shouldn't be like that. Oh, nice.
Threatening high guard, but going with regular Y at times. Probably a more solid sort of defensive move if you want to keep that rapier at bay. That's a double, actually. Running each other through.
Who's playing Marta?
Oh, that's Info.
Oh, yeah.
Good parry. Snap cut from Venator. That was nice. From long guard, but then immediately, like the instant he went to neutral, he snap cut.
Oof.
So he was almost doing it from long guard because of how quick it was.
Oh, the machine gun.
Yeah. No kill, but Info doing very well, I have to say, so far. Nasty double.
Oh
Nice
no.
thrust. Yeah, that's a
Neut
satisfying one to land.
it's the neutral one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that one comes out faster and more accurately.
Yeah, sometimes it has a little bit of high recovery, so it's not ideal
Yeah.
unless you cancel it very quickly.
Oak is rooting for Venator here. Doesn't want to see any Martas in the tournament.
I
Yeah,
can relate.
I think in this particular matchup is a little bit hard for Isabella to get close because Martha
Mm-hmm.
can just gotta stay patient.
Yeah, and there's always back Y if something like goes wrong. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that back Y of hers is
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
one of the best moves, I think, as well.
In
Just because
Cortada.
it goes right to the top of the head, you know, and
Yeah.
gives her range.
Yeah, I think you guys were talking about that cut that Marta does. That was actually a back Y where I somehow secured a double from nowhere, and it tracked to the head, and then it counted as a kill. Yeah.
Oh, nice combo.
GG. Great fight.
Using the angle.
Not as easy as it looked by the score. It's always a tricky matchup against Marta. Info will continue in the lower bracket, and we'll use Laszlo there, and I will be fighting Oak, but that's going to happen a little bit later. Next one is going to be Maestro facing Apostle. Maestro has Zera and Barabash, and Apostle has Barabash and Alex.
Do you think it's yeah, don't know. Do you think it's a better strategy to use your best character in the winner's bracket and risk losing it, or using your worst character and keeping your best one in case you lose?
I think
it's debatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously there are
What do
some.
you guys think though?
I was actually thinking about this today, and I think it's probably better to use your main in the winner's bracket because if you use your second character and lose, then you're always going to think, I should have picked my main, so I don't get into this position. But when you get into the lower bracket and you have another character, you think it's all or nothing. Like I have this character, I'm in here, I need to do my best, and so on. And
you can get your main back if you do make it. Yeah.
If you then get your main in the lower bracket, you're thinking, I have even more pressure now on my shoulders. So it's probably better to just stick with your main in the winner's bracket and then fall back on the other one in the lower.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, I think.
That's my philosophy on it. I was thinking about it when I was Maestro is taking left, Apostle taking right. As I said, Maestro can pick Zera or Bara. Something happened there. And Apostle has Alex and Bara as well. Bara for Apostle, Bara for Maestro. Gentleman agreement to use Barabash here. and after that we're gonna get Eve versus Piper. I can't remember who Piper is, though. I'll have to see. First flag for Apostle. Apostle's main is actually Barabash. At least from what I've seen. So Maestro needs to be careful here.
Barabash mirrors, I have a hard time with them personally. I don't really know why.
Yeah, I enjoy them, but they're very fast. You gotta get the positioning game down.
Eve, since you asked about the strategy of using the characters, I want to ask something else. Although we're pretty far in the event tonight, do you think it's a better choice of dividing your mains or just using both in one turn?
I divided them. I mean, I only played one. I wasn't in the first one really, but if I was, I divided. I put Calc in the first, and Geddy in the second.
Oka did the same thing. He divided his mains.
Yeah.
First flag here. Subu, for example, he picked his both mains in one tourney, and now he's going to the tournament. I mean, both strategies are obviously.
It's like situational, right?
Yeah.
Contextual.
It also probably takes a little bit of pressure off your shoulders when you're fighting with some characters that maybe you're not that familiar with. Maestro recovered the...
Yeah, I was fucking the win early.
Oh, third flag here from Maestro. Apostle needs to be careful. He had a great start.
Yeah, I think Maestro... Commentator's curse. Before I could even say it.
6-3. I said it a little bit earlier, which is Apostle is not a joke. So he is a very solid fighter, and now that he picked his main character, he definitely delivered, and Maestro will be fighting in the lower bracket and has the possibility of fighting Subo a little bit later. So we're definitely going to see that fight. Yes, Eve versus Piper, the British Derby.
Battle of Britain.
Here we go. The best Hellish Quart players from Britain. There's also this guy, I forgot his name. Kobayashi. What was his name?
Yes. Yeah.
He's British, right? But he's not playing competitively.
Yeah, he keeps changing his name. That's probably why you're having trouble remembering.
Yeah.
Like, he keeps naming himself after random chess grandmasters and stuff. So.
Yeah. So Eve here has Isabella and Getty, and Piper has Jacek and Tarnavsky. Some very interesting choices. I don't think I've seen Piper using these characters. Well, maybe I have, but I don't remember. The winner of this fight will be fighting Apostle a little bit later. But immediately after this fight, we're going to go to the lower bracket for some time. We're going to have a couple of fights there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights in the lower bracket until we come back to the winners. There's Piper. Right, so Eve takes the left, Piper takes the right. Great matches so far. I really enjoyed the events. Oh, Eve needs the.
I think you gotta. Yeah, my controller.
I really enjoyed the fight so far. It went great.
Definitely.
Piper trying to troll a little bit with the
Some convincing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just some convincing victories though this time too. While they have been intense, there's definitely been some people who have just been popping off this time around. It looks like.
I think it's a very smart choice here from. Oh, a nice start there from me. But I want to say it's a very smart choice here from Piper because I think Jacek matches a little bit better against Gary. Oh, but Eve is no nonsense type of player. He's just going to throw the kitchen sink at you. There we go.
Yeah, Tarno would be a brawl. Oh, goes for a push. That's what Piper does though. Even like he does it with Alex, he does it here as well. Although I think it kind of messed up his tempo.
This might be the
and
only,
Eve took advantage. Eve is flowing better.
Oh, missed the punish there after the push.
Oh,
I think this might
gave
be
him
the
his
only
hand.
Jacek that we're gonna see tonight because nobody else has picked him. First flag.
Good punish. Yeah, I think Piper's doing a lot of experimenting, whereas Eve knows getting inside and out, and again gave him his hand.
Yeah, very solid win there from Eve. Didn't give him a chance. Piper will continue in the lower bracket. And speaking of the lower bracket, we're going there right now. And he's going to be fighting, well, not now, but immediately after the next fight. He's going to be fighting you, Subu.
Okay.
Now we got, let's see, Chernobyl scored 5, Pico scored 3. Chernobyl on the left and Pico on the right.
Could be right back.
No worries. Pico will have to use Sam. Chernobyl will have to use Zera. This is gonna be pretty interesting to see.
Piper was asking if he can fight now, but maybe he could fight after this next one.
He's
I
gonna
think he
fight
might be
immediately
there.
after this fight. Yeah, I already got
awesome.
people in. Yeah,
Nice.
it's not gonna take long. I usually avoid whenever somebody fights in the winners bracket and then they're supposed to fight it in the lower bracket. I don't want to have them fight again after losing a fight. Although some people wouldn't mind. Chernobyl left Pico, right? Although some people wouldn't mind, I prefer give them a little bit of time to readjust.
Reflect.
Yeah, reflect.
Yeah.
Here we go. Chernobyl playing Zera for the first time, I think, in my event. Pico playing Sam.
Oh, nice
from
thrust.
Chernobyl.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, windmill. Stab, brutal.
Yeah, Chernobyl's no joke, man. He's proving
Yeah,
it
he's
in every fight.
very
Like,
good.
all his performances, like, you never see a lackluster performance. Like, in every fight, win or lose, he's still very competitive. So he's a certainty at this point. Nice one.
Nice side step.
And it would be quite interesting if he got to the final with Zera. Considering how he's playing other characters.
Shutting him down. Oh, that could have been anybody's, man.
Yeah, beat the back Y. Crazy.
Pico's playing very
Sam is quick.
risky. The grass is green, Jihadi. Pico's always playing very risky.
Oh.
Oh, that could have been death on the wrist.
Yeah, definitely. Especially on Sam. Sam doesn't have a good HP pool. That's one disadvantage he has here.
Sidestep missed there, unfortunately. 6-2. Very dominant performance there from Chernobyl. Pico, thank you very much, man. Always a pleasure having you in these events. Unfortunately, the evening ends early.
That sidestep from Sam missed a couple times there.
Yeah.
Like maybe Zera stepped to the opposite side, but I noticed it a couple times.
Yeah. Now, Subu is fighting Piper.
Yeah.
Yeah, those misses, I think when the opponent is doing something else, it just, I don't know, sometimes it happens like that. I don't know. Ask Kobold.
Sometimes you're too close too.
I just can't be arsed of thinking about these things. Just, I don't know. Just talk to Kobold.
I think you're right. I think Zera did something, like he attacked and it just moved his arm like slightly out, out of reach.
I think it's kind of the same thing that I've seen yesterday in the final that Subu and Laszlo had. So Subu was Oak was doing the thing that he always does, which is the side step and then the forward attack. And then when he did the side step, Subu did something else that usually lowers his stance, and it happened exactly at the same time. So Laszlo missed his attack when he did that. It's just, I don't know, it happens. Yes, so Subu is facing Piper, and Subu will have to use Yan, and Piper will have to use Tarnavsky. Another saber fight.
It's actually a little scary, because Piper is nuts, so I gotta be careful.
Yeah, I think his best bet is to be as nuts as he can possibly be. Don't stay on the end of the thrust. Just be Piper,
Yeah.
Do what Piper does.
Yeah, Tarnavsky is the type of character that really needs that. It needs creativity. It needs guts. It needs, people.
Yeah, a bit of madness.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just can't play Tarnavsky traditionally, as you'd play any other saber or other character in the game. Plus, Piper is probably wants to cook something, so he's going to rush in. So it goes.
He'd rush in anyway.
yeah. I'll be right back.
Right, let's go. Low stance. Oh, yeah, risky stance for Tana. Oh, he's missing some stamina. Getting hit. Oh, nice blade beat with the combo. Oh. Yeah, he needs to pretend that he's Alex. He's staying too far away for my liking. Piper, I mean. Another double. Another double. Oh, nice counter. The wide chop. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, this is kind of how I imagined it would go, just based on the characters. Yeah, GG. Piper needed
GG.
to dash right into you, I think.
Yeah.
More dashing and chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Although he can't do the jump input because that'll be a dash and stab, which can work, but it's not the same type of thing. He'd need to like
Yeah,
get creative and do some side steps and stuff.
yeah. Anyway, I think that's Piper. He doesn't know how to play Tana.
Yeah,
So
it
he
it
picked two
showed.
characters he doesn't know how to play. For this tourney.
Should have picked Isabella. You can at least play a decent Isabella, but oh well.
Yeah,
He's in a rush probably.
yeah, it's all good.
Well, he doesn't think he can play Isabella. I mean, fair enough then. I guess pick whoever. Um, with the high guard you were doing, you only did the one attack, by the way. You can press YA, and then he like completes the circle, is what it's called. So he comes down and then goes up. Or you can, from low guard, as I saw you were trying low guard as well, you can cut upwards and then come down from high guard again by doing AY. So you don't
Yeah,
want to do the one move typically. There's some
yeah.
situations where it works, but you want
I,
to just cause chaos and do the combination, I think.
yeah, I remember when I used to play like before, like it was all about his second combo attack. It was like twice as fast as his first one.
Hmm.
So like if you're only throwing the slow first one, then you know not gonna have a
Yeah,
good time. But if you throw it to set up the fast second one, then that's usually how I
yeah,
got kills with him anyway.
yeah. And Jan has like every other advantage besides damage. So when you're throwing one attack and that's it, it's so
Yeah.
much easier for Jan to space him out and snipe him every
Oh yeah.
time.
100%. Got the movement speed, the range, the
Yeah,
thrusts, all of that. But
and
it's all good saying throw the combos, but if you don't know the inputs, then
yeah.
I understand why you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, especially if you stance switch by mistake. Some like good Tarnovsky players like switching stances like that, but if you're new to them and you're like, "Oh shit, I'm in LFF,"
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
bad
it's like
time as well.
now what do I do?
Yeah,
That's what I'm like when I play him. I'm like, oh no.
yeah,
Was it 6-0?
yes.
It was, yeah.
Okay, flawless victory here from Subu. Thank you very much, Piper, for competing. Always a pleasure having you. Better luck next time. And we're gonna get Subu versus Maestro very soon, which is gonna be a pretty interesting fight. Now we're getting Info versus Jihadi. Info will have to use Laszlo, and Jihadi will have to use. Let me see. Yan. Oh no, Barabash. My bad. Barabash. So Laszlo versus Barabash. Info is Laszlo is quite decent. She has some really tricky moves with him. Here we go. Info takes the left. Did I add the names? Yes. Info takes the left. Jihadi takes the right. Saber fight.
Here we go. Do you miss what's his name?
Goldberg or
Like,
Gold.
Goldberg.
What's his name?
Yeah, it's Goldberg. John Goldberg, is it?
Yeah.
Jeff Goldberg.
Info.
I never liked him, honestly.
Jihadi.
Yeah, here we in for the 5-minute round.
Jihadi.
Yeah, that was the best. Yeah.
Jihadi's not gamepad.
Gamepad.
Yeah, he has gamepad. Maybe something's not working. Mike Goldberg.
Oh, maybe Mike. Yeah, that's it. Maybe disable my controller again or
I did.
something.
Just gonna. Here
Yeah,
we
sometimes
go.
you just gotta back out.
Here we go.
Reset gamepads, maybe.
Yeah, I'll do that. Try again, Jihadi. Yeah, it worked. Bara versus Laszlo. Pick the red boots, Info. You're not gonna lose with the red boots. There you go. I know Oak will disagree.
Ooh,
I always felt
Thunder
the red
Punch.
boots Laszlo is bigger than regular Laszlo. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it could be, because it's a different character model. Kubold actually told me that for each skin he needs to create a different character model.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That probably explains why you can see, you know, on Yan, you can see like the ghost of his other skins.
Mm-hmm.
Not the red boots, says Oak.
It's all about the red boots.
Yeah, the red boots are.
Me and Oak disagree on this.
Yeah, they're colored with the blood of the enemies.
Yeah, he's walked through blood and bone to get to this
Underpunch.
fight.
It's a legendary move right there that Jihadi just tried.
He's thrown a few of those so far.
Yeah, it looks like it should hit Laszlo easily, but I feel like he actually blocks that. You see his auto guard just moved there? I think that stance there actually blocks it pretty well, so it doesn't work as well as you think.
Is Jihadi North American? Oh, nice thrust.
Oh,
Yes.
1-1.
Yeah, Thunder Punch works better on another Bara or on Yon, you know, those sorts of characters. Even then, it's always a risk. I think Gideon, too. It can land on him pretty well.
Oh, and again.
Oh,
Nice stab.
Info showing the rapier muscle memory with the thrust.
Yeah, perfect range on both of those thrusts.
Yeah.
Jihadi a little bit passive here. I hope he's not having some problems. Oh yeah, he's going in. He should be fine.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in general just be a bit more aggressive. Like I fought him a few times, and I thought he would have done, you know, better against me if he just put me on the back foot a bit. You know, it's hard to do though, obviously, especially if you're you know, you got delay and stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of aggressiveness, there's been a discussion about this since the beginning of time, about being more aggressive or being a little bit more defensive in the game. Opinions are shared on that topic, but I'd say that aggressive play, regardless if it works or not, it's still a good idea to employ it just to throw your opponent off or give them something to think about. Because if you're just going with one strategy, regardless of how effective it is, you're never going to win against top players. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Like it might take you. Oh,
Hey,
nice Thunder
there we
Punch.
go.
Yeah, it might take you. It might take you to. You might win a couple of fights. You might get to the lower stages of a tournament, but the top players of the game use a combination between being aggressive and being more patient or more defensive, as people like to say. You just need to give your opponent something else to think about so you can throw him off, regardless if it works or not.
Yeah, don't let them just freely,
Yeah.
employ their game plan.
Yeah.
Gotta make them.
Concept of initiative. Nice,
the thrust, yeah, perfect. And this is something that Subu has been saying for a very long time, and I can't agree more with what he's saying, which is both strategies work for different reasons. Yeah, and being aggressive works for this particular reason because it throws people's timing off, it makes them impatient, it makes them wary, and they can make mistakes. So it's not about just like going in, throwing a bunch of attacks, and hopefully they're gonna land. It's not about that. It's more than that.
Yeah.
You can be aggressive without throwing like a single attack. In my mind, like if you just walk towards them, they're gonna be like, whoa,
put pressure on.
Yeah.
Pressure, feinting a lot.
Yes. And tempo can be very important too. If you're in the middle of an exchange and you're just going back and forth, and one guy switches the timing, like he does a second attack or he does a slower attack, that can also throw someone off. And it's not necessarily offensive or defensive. It's not about like one being better. It's just your timing throws your opponent off so much that they can't react. The skin switched.
And,
his arm was rigid on the floor. Did you see that? Holding his sword up without a head.
Almost caught.
Oh,
cut to the head.
Yeah.
6-3, and as I said, the info's Laszlo is actually quite decent, and she might do some waves here with him. Jihadi, thank you very much for competing. Again, a pleasure having you in. Hopefully next time a little bit more luck. Going back to that topic, there's something that Subu said a long time ago that kind of stuck with me, which was, again, it was the same conversation about, being more aggressive, being more patient, and so on. And Subu says something like, and I really liked what he said, which was, even the most defensive players know to turn up the heat when they need to. And and that's a huge difference, because like you're playing a little bit more patient or a little bit more defensive, but when it's the time to go all in or to go very aggressive, people do that, and that's what most high level players do, and they throw their opponents off.
Yep.
All right, let's red boots are goated. Yes, Eve, you are right.
Yes, they are.
Oak, you have to get into the red boots cult. Now we're going to see the North American derby, the 100 years old derby between the United States of America and Canada in terms of Hellish Quart. Subu representing Canada, taking the left side. Maestro being the top dog from the United States on the right side.
Info said she took the red boots because of Wizard of Oz.
Oh, interesting.
Really slippy.
Yeah. And
I'll be right back.
yeah, no worries. Subu, you got Jan left, right?
Yes.
Yes. And Maestro. Maestro got Zera left. Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Zera versus Jan. I think it's a pretty 50-50 fight. I could see paths for victory for both characters. Let's see who's the I think probably the only North American representative left. Yes. Yes, the winner of this fight is going to be the only North American representative in this tournament. Everybody else is from Europe. It is a European tournament, to be fair to our guests here. But I find it after so many events and so many tournaments, I find out that it doesn't really matter that much. Even if you look at your tournaments and my rankings, I actually got a lot of North American players in the top ranks. And even yesterday, I mean, you won the tournament, but it was very, very close, and you fought somebody that he was very far away, which is Oak, very far away from Canada. Subo on the left, Maestro on the right, 6 flags. Jan versus Zera. Who's going to continue the North American journey here? Here we go. No hood for oh, I think he went back. He wanted the hood.
Yeah, I picked that skin specifically to annoy him.
Which one? Oh, the gray one. Yeah. Mind games here from Subu.
Oh.
I think maybe he's or maybe he doesn't want to allow you use the gray skin.
Good.
Or maybe I think he's pressing the wrong button. There you go. Oh, you got the...
Yeah, that's the one I wanted, not...
The grunt skin. "13 people watching this. Go to sleep, man." Nothing to see here. Just a bunch of elite players fighting. Oh, try to push
nice.
there, Maestro. A little bit too eager. Maestro needs to be very, very patient here because Subu is not a player that falls for tricks. Nice sidestep attempt there. It was the right mindset there from Subu, but Maestro kept his guard up.
Oh.
Something going on, I think.
It's frozen again. Just give me a second.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think if that sidestep attack had like an inch or more angle, that would have landed.
Yeah.
But it's hard against the long sword of Zera, the way he holds it.
Oh. Got punished there. That's something that it's very hard to do against Subu, which is to thrust him from close range. Subu will always punish that with the cut to the head. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
3-1.
Maestro's committing too much.
Yeah.
You know, high recovery out of range, you're going to get punished. But he knows that. He knows that more than anyone.
Yeah, he needs to use his primary advantage, which is reach. Jan has a lot of reach as well, but Maestro has come a little bit too close.
Beautiful.
Nice one. Nice thrust. That thrust is a little bit of a 50-50 move, because it can be dodged quite easily. Oh, nice scalping there from Subu.
I love that move.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And again, catches.
Oh, Maestro tried the rush, but...
Tried again, double.
Oh.
Canada is about to defeat the United States. Here we go. I was actually thinking about organizing, you know that some time ago I organized the country versus country tournament. Oh, nice thrust there from Maestro. I was thinking about doing it again. would be nice.
Yeah, maybe there's more people from more countries now.
Yeah, I think Chernobyl is from Ireland, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. He's with me and Piper then. We claim him.
Oh, a beautiful combo. Subu with a very solid gameplay. Maestro extending a little bit too much, I think. Losing the flag. Subu continues to carry the flag of North America through the tournament. The only representative left. Maestro, thank you very much for competing. Got the 3rd place in the first tournament. Only second. Only a second round here for him in this one.
Yeah, good game, Maestro. That was really fun.
And we're gonna see Info fighting again against Chernobyl. Chernobyl is taking left. Info taking right. And it's Zera versus Laszlo.
Yeah, and Chernobyl Zera has been very solid. I would not counter Zera out, especially since Info is not using one of her mains.
Yeah. But the way Info plays Laszlo is very interesting, and I think Chernobyl might have some problems in this one. I would still consider that he has a better chance of going through, but I think Info is going to be surprising because the way Info plays Laszlo is just very different from what she usually plays with other characters. It's something that I've noticed throughout the events. Chernobyl takes left, Info takes right. Red boots from Info. And I'm sure she's not going to lose with the red boots. We'll see. Here we go. Oh! Thrust to the heart. Chernobyl takes the first kill. Info being patient, waiting for the right moment to strike. Goes for a thrust. Risky move.
Yeah, I don't know how effective that thrust is gonna be against Zera.
Yeah, like I tried harassing Maestro a little bit with stabs, but as soon as I saw it get displaced a little bit, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta cancel that and just not thrust. I just gotta go for those 2-piece cuts and stuff like that.
Zera has so much potential to be a boss fight, like in the game. Like it's so interesting, you know. Like it gives you the impression that he's drunk, but he's also so effective with his attacks. I mean, he was he wasn't really a boss fight in the story. He was just kind of the broom fight and everything. Anyway, let's not talk about the story. It's not gonna go well. 5-0.
Yeah, this is tough. This is really tough for Laszlo.
Yeah. Laszlo just has to make it dirty. That's really his only chance.
Oh, nice.
Clean.
Yeah, very clean. That's scary Zera right there.
Clean victory. Thank you very much, Info, for competing. 6-0 win here for Chernobyl, and Chernobyl will be fighting a little bit later the loser between Apostle and Eve. We're going to round 3 right now. We got 6 people left, and the first fight is going to be me versus Oak.
Oh damn. Whatever happens, that loser's bracket is pretty scary.
Yeah, it's gonna get wild over there. Oak's Calc is very difficult to defeat. Maybe I should go
His
wild
calc is
and
very
choose
good.
Zera. I don't know. I don't know. The other character that Oak picked, let me see, is Jan.
Yeah.
1 second just to clear out some of the characters that
No problem.
were defeated.
So that means a Yon mirror with Oak is conceivable for me.
Yes. Yes. Jihadi is out. Piper is also out.
So, just a question, like you lose the character that you lose with on the fight, right? So if you fought like 3 people in the winners bracket and then change character for your last fight and then lose, you lose that character, not the
Yes.
one that you used.
Yes. Yeah, the one that
Right,
you
okay.
lost with. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oak is here. Here we go.
Yeah, there's room for strategy there. Like if you think you're gonna lose against a certain opponent. I mean, it's always good to think that you're not gonna lose against anyone. But if you really do think you are, maybe lean on your weakest one at the right moment, and then you've got your best one in the losers bracket.
Yeah. I went against my own advice there, and I went Zera against Calc. Let's see how it goes.
That's a good pick, man. That's a very good pick. But Calc, yeah, it's good, man. It's different to mine. It's why I like Calc so much. Is like every character, like each player plays them differently. But I think Calc is like the extreme example of that, because he's just got so many like ways to be played.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Oak's way is much different to mine. And then Carlos, like,
Yeah.
oh, beautiful. That's the move, man. That's the move he told me
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, and I was briefly cooking stuff with Calc as well. He's really fun to play, really stylish. I never adopted him as a true main, but he's definitely a lot of fun.
He is. He's my favorite character for sure.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Venom knows what he's got to do. Yeah, this sort
Yeah,
of stuff.
that way. Yeah, that's probably a good plan. It's faster than virtually anything Calc has. Back X maybe being an exception.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, 2 stabs.
Yeah.
That was well aimed, but
Yeah.
push attempt and then a thrust.
Oh,
That's the
nice.
dangerous thing about that push. There's always a threat after, even if you back away.
Yeah. And it's usually a thrust right to your face.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
you probably
Marta's,
won't
but
block.
more manual.
Yeah. The only downside to it is that he doesn't step forward into it, so
Mm-mm.
kind of like a poke.
Yeah, Venator's probably regretting this, but he's gonna fight like an animal to stay in this bracket, I think.
Yeah. The longer these doubles go, the more it favors Venner, because he's gonna adapt.
Yeah. High guard there. Probably some bait. Long guard. Yeah, keeping the point online. Probably pretty good idea.
Oh.
That was so close. If that cut landed from Oak, I think that would have been it. Because that was aimed right at the head.
Oh, the back
Nice.
X.
GG.
The back X.
GG.
Yeah, he's so good with the back X, man.
Yeah, I should have listened to my own advice, which is go with my main.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a fun fight anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
But now, the flip side, you've got your main to get back to where you need to be.
yeah. Um, Apostle versus Eve. Eve versus Apostle now.
Oh. Cool.
Eve can use Getty or Isabella. And Apostle is going to use Barabash or Alex. Apostle. Apostle looked great against Maestro a little bit earlier. And he has some solid picks. So does Eve. Eve with 2 wins with Getty. Probably going to pick him again. Because regardless, it's going to be a saber fight. Yeah. This is Bara. Eve is actually very good against Barabash. He knows exactly how to play against him. We'll see how it goes. I'll be right back.
No problem. Very cut-centric matchup as well, which is what I like to see in a saber fight. Oh, a pause. Hopefully nobody's lagging. Eve good to go. Hostile looks like he's good to go. Alright, excellent. Stand switching, going low from Eve there. Apostle, by the way, is actually a very good Barabash. I dread fighting him in the Barabash mirror, so Eve is definitely fighting a really tough opponent here. There's the hand coming off. I don't think we've actually met a whole lot in tournaments, though. It's like in spars, casual spars. He's a really tough opponent. On the flip side, though, Eve is one of the best, if not the best, Gideons we've seen ever. So that, combined with the fact that he knows Barabash inside and out as well, definitely gives him some advantages, potentially. But Apostle with a nice series of cuts. Kind of doing something similar to what Oak was doing earlier, just sort of throwing cuts out there, not randomly, but trying to set the pace, trying to force Eve to respond to them, and if he doesn't respond to them, well then that cut just lands. And that's it's not a stab, it's actually a push cut. He drove the edge across his face. But it looks like a stab, and sometimes behaves like a stab too if the point lands, but regardless. That's the intention behind the move. Then he goes low. Yeah, Barabash also has some really nice leg cuts. And that's one of my favorites. Probably my favorite out of them all. Horizontal cut there, and then coming that X cut, and then he threatens a sidestep, and Barabash's feinting game, because he can do stuff like that, is probably one of the best in the whole game. Eve hit it with that horizontal cut, which I think is slightly underrated. It usually doesn't kill in one hit, but it's a very good move to set the pace, to get a quick snipe in. As long as you're sure you won't be hit, that can be a good way to use it. And it can be a good finisher as well. If your opponent's badly damaged, you can just get that quick snipe in as a combo finisher. And that's how Apostle used it there. Eve securing another flag. chop, but that upcut is so fast, and it hits really hard. Even with Gideon's HP, it's not something you really want to chance taking a hit from. That sidestep also quite the threat. And that's a nice exchange between the two. Just brief exchange. Push from Eve. Nice counter to that sidestep. That's really how you gotta counter it. You gotta position yourself properly, and then you close the distance, or you land a quick riposte, that type of thing. The push was a really nice idea because he can't get out of the way of the push in time. If Aposta wanted to counter that, his best bet would have been to try throwing a cut, like a retreat X or retreat Y, but that's easier said than done. There is a recovery that he has to do first before he can do that. It is pretty quick, but I wouldn't say it's quicker than being pushed. So now, really good footsies from both of them. You can tell he really wants to go in for a cut, but he's actually quite patient despite looking jittery, and that was a feinted upcut, I think, that caused Eve to leg void. But there's a real cut towards the leg from Eve. Apostle with a nice leg void himself. Hall of Fame worthy flag right here, I'd have to say. Nice leg void again. A cut trying to snipe the hand. If he did something, I think that would have landed. And look at that, they're matching each other's footwork. Eve going with the feint, but Apostle read it well. He stood his ground instead of trying to challenge it. Ooh, Eve threatening a long guard thrust or a chop, but doesn't take the chance there. There's a push. Apostle either going for a push or he was trying to bait his opponent. Eve with the stab, but he backs away when it doesn't work. And there's a nice sidestep from Eve. Beautiful fight, and I'm glad to see that Eve is still in it. Feinting from Eve. Apostle does not bite, but he also... Oh, there it is, the snap cut. That was a perfect time for that.
GG, man.
Apostle, a giant slayer tonight with his bara.
Oh, yeah, that was a chess match. GG.
6-4.
He's so good at counters. He's like Chernobyl in that regard.
Yeah, I said it earlier that Apostle is quite underrated, and with Barabash he's quite formidable. And he's gonna get one of the first 3 spots in this tournament for sure. Next fight is going to be Subu versus me.
Mm-hmm.
We meet for the second time tonight. Let me see if you have your controller on. No, you got it. We already know the characters. Jan for Subu and Isabella for me. Fun statistic.
Oh, I just realized all I have is Isabella now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not so good.
This is the third.
I haven't played her since
a long time. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, well.
I was just saying I haven't played her in a long time.
You have to rely on her now.
Yeah, all good.
This is the third week that we're doing a dual tournament, and every time I won the first tournament, but I didn't win the second tournament. So we'll see if it happens again here.
two for Venner. Oh. Unlucky with the timing on that dash push. Subu being patient, which is what he's got to do. Oh, Venner looking for that neutral thrust. Didn't land. I got chop. Venner's kind of low on stamina, but yeah, not too bad. Positive Venner. And again.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, just follow the angle of the dash right into the face. The good thing about those slashes, they're more horizontal than they look in a way. Oh, and again, yeah, finding a home for that Y. Oh, nice. The late pasta de Venner. Yeah, this is another chess match. I can see it. Oh, nice little tap with the high guard chop, but didn't really hurt Subaru. He's got a lot of stamina still. Oh, snap cut takes the hand off. Amazing. Don't see that every day. Oh, corkscrew lands, but not a kill. Oh, the lingering corkscrew lands. Again, no kill. Venner's stamina's going to be low now, though, because he's been hit twice. Subu staying patient. Subaru's like, no, stay away from that. High guard from Venner. Oh, nice.
Again,
Clean.
but it worked.
Yeah, no reaction from Barrett's guard there. I think the distance is perfect. Jan's guard, sorry, not Barrett. I'm not used to these things. Oh, scalped. And this is not over by any means. Both very tentative. They don't want to give up what they've got. Especially Subu, because that would mean he loses. Faint by Venna. Faint to guard. Oh, it's building up. Oh. Yeah, this is like one mistake and it's over for both. Oh, now it's really one mistake and it's over. That scalp move, yeah, that one is lethal against Izzy. Well, probably against everyone, but... Oh! Punch lands, but slash lands. Oh, close. And the punish. What a fight!
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that thrust follow up, but it actually saved me there.
Yeah.
I hit and stunned Subu. Great fight.
GG.
Yeah, great fight. I knew it's gonna be very tough.
Yeah, I think if you didn't do that follow up, you were gonna die because from that punch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Great fight. Subu, thank you very much for competing.
No problem. That was fun.
Very close fight. Now we're gonna get Chernobyl versus Eve, and again a very tough fight for both. And I think Eve needs to get some revenge here.
Yeah, somehow with Izzy, I don't know how, but I'm gonna try.
Oh, we got a longsword fight here actually. Zera versus Isabella, but as far as I know, you're a little bit of an expert at fighting Zera, or used to be. Try again, Chernobyl. Why am I fighting a Zera expert? It is what it is. You're in the lion's den. You're with the real dogs now, kid, yeah?
The real dogs.
Do you want to go to fucking war? I'll go to war with you, yeah? Chernobyl on the left, Eve on the right. Zera versus Isabella for the first time in these two events. This used to be a very common matchup back in the day. People do not use longswords much these days. Oh, that was a pretty good move there from Eve, but the back Y is the back Y. One for Chernobyl.
Oh, combination and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inches, and Eve gets the second one. Fair so far. Holy reach. Oh.
Nice. Oh. So close.
Chernobyl panicking.
Oh,
there.
no, he's tired.
Oh.
Yeah, patience. Push. Oh.
Great flag. Eve missed a couple of hits there, but the one that panicked was Chernobyl, actually.
Yeah. The idea behind what he did was fantastic, though. It was on point.
Yeah.
Snap cut. Yeah, it's a good move here, too, I think.
Yeah, Eve was very good at landing that.
Ooh.
Platy
Should have been a bit patient, I think.
Platy used to be the GOAT at landing the snap cut.
Mm-hmm.
2-1 for Eve here. Close fight.
Yeah, now he's kind of betrayed Isabella. He's still a good player, but he's playing other characters now as well. Oh, blade beat, but no follow-up.
Oh, thrust there blocked. That thrust lands if the opponent is moving. And oh, perfect sidestep there. Eve, if Eve is very good at one thing, it's that he stands still when people are throwing attacks. Most people usually flinch when attacks are thrown towards them, but Eve is keeping his composure and standing still in his game helps with the better guarding. And it's realistic as well, because if you plan your feet, you got a better structure. Nice thrust. 3-2. Good pressure there from Cherno. Next fight, we're moving into the winner's bracket, and we're gonna have Oak fighting Oak fighting Apostle. Another surprise so far. Oh, nice. Eve's experience showing there. 4-2.
Definitely.
Cherno has some work to do.
Nice.
Pomo strike followed by a cut. Cherno gets another flag. And with 6 flags, you're never too far from winning the fight.
Oak says Oak is fighting Oak every single day, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
oh,
sometimes
nice.
you have to fight yourself in order to perform well. It's not much about the opponent, it's more about yourself.
Oh, the dash was a mistake.
I think Eve maybe wanted to try a push there, change his mind.
Yeah, against such a good opponent, you often can't do that. It's okay to feint, but if you commit to something completely and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, that's often where you get caught.
Yeah, Cherno closed the gap here. And it's gonna be very close. Oh, and he gets the cut in. Eve had the right intention, which is going for a side step, but was too fast. Last flag. High guard attack.
Thrust attempt into the back Y. Eve doesn't fall for it.
Yeah, Cherno was behind almost the entire fight, except for the first flag, and he might steal it here. Yeah, 6 flags is something that anything can happen double. Oh, a couple of strikes there.
Another super close fight. Yeah, 100% Oak. These fights as of late have been insane. Like my fight against Venator, the fight that came before that, and this one, and actually Cherno takes it.
Chernobyl steals it from Eve. 6-5. Zero.
Oh, I can't believe that thrust didn't land, man. What the hell?
Yeah. Zera's always been
ran onto it.
A little bit of a bad matchup for Isabella, I'd say. I know some people would disagree, but I've always felt that Zera could be a little bit hard for Isabella. Subu and Eve, unfortunately, the 2 commentators tonight are eliminated from the tournament, but they will be joining us until the end. We got 4 people left in the tournament. Oak and Apostle, 2 Russian players actually in the winner's bracket, and then we have me versus Cherno. We're going into the first semi-final between Oak and Apostle. Wait. Yeah, Oak on the left. Apostle on the right. Apostle looked great so far with Bara. Oak most likely is going to pick Kalk for this one. And I think Bara is quite a good character to use against Kalk. Let's send the link to Apostle as well. Oak connected, but I'm tagging you just so Apostle knows which side he's on. Zera been doing Zera. Yeah, I'll be fighting him after, and I'm actually quite scared. I think.
It's a scary fight, man.
Yeah, I think
that was a good fight though. Like I'm not bitter.
Oh. He's gonna do some things against me.
Yeah. Against Zera, it's like more than most other characters. You do the perfect move, or what you think is the perfect move, and then he does, what you want him to do, but he still like survives it or blocks it or somehow. You're like, no, man.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, super careful.
Gosh, remember that one flag where I landed 2 corkscrews in our fight, Venator? That was insane too.
Yeah.
It was a hectic flag, that one.
I think it ended in a double, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it did.
Oh!
All that effort and then a double. That's what happens sometimes. Nice stab.
Yeah.
This is Oak, right, on the left.
Yeah. Man, Oak is taking Calc to another level recently. He just
he's so good.
He's an OG.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. He's an OG Calc main, actually. I do remember when he. I know he's an older player, competitively speaking, than me, and I don't know what the characters he used, but he had a hiatus, and then when he came back, he was playing exclusively Calc, and he played him for a very long time. The Laszlo thing is relatively recent.
Yeah.
Side step. 2-1.
That's that slash he told me about. He loves that slash.
Yeah, Oak has said he prefers Laszlo from a fun perspective, and that might have been lag. That was an unfortunate timing, but very good sportsmanship by Oak.
Oh. 3-1 now. Beautiful. Yeah, Oak is using the entire kit of Calcs.
Yeah, Oak said he finds Laszlo more fun, but there's no question his Calc is equally formidable.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Man. Nice. Just styling. Speaking of old ways, I was on YouTube and I've just found a tournament. One of those, nice side step. One of those early tournaments, and it was Warden versus Tao, the final. Man, Warden was just incredible, man. Well, the game was also different back then, but
yeah,
man, it was just such a. Well, Tao, don't get me wrong, Tao was doing great as well, but the way Warden was playing was just incredible. Like the plays that he was doing, and wow, I wish he'd come back. Well, the game doesn't really allow for his style, but he would still be very competitive, though. He has competed in. Well, last time when he competed on this server, it was actually in the first tournament that we had, and he got to the final. He managed to defeat some solid contenders. Back to the fight. Apostle is closing the gap.
As you say that. Yeah, Apostle is a very formidable Barabash, like I was saying earlier. Eve can attest to that, having fought him. So to lose Bara here would not be ideal. I think if he wants to win this whole thing, he wants Barabash available one way or another.
Yeah, and he's closed the gap. Like, Oak's got to be careful here.
Oh, but he belly lunged into the stab.
Perfect back way. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And with that, Oak just threw Apostle to the Lions because we got Venator and Chernobyl down there. They're going to fight amongst each other. and then whoever wins is gonna try and take out Apostle.
Sorry, I missed the ending. Who won?
Oak won.
6-4. 6-4.
Yep.
Oak is in the grand final again. And he's very close to fighting for the first sword title. He has two options here. He either wins it himself or I win it. And he's going to be fighting me with a little bit of a handicap, but he probably wants to win it himself. Now we're going back to the lower bracket, and it's going to be me versus Chernobyl. Isabella versus Zera. Chernobyl already got a win against Isabella. And the winner of this fight will immediately fight Apostle. There's Chernobyl. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, because I've seen what he can do. And you have 3 attacks. 3 attacks should be more than enough. Yeah. I'm already in the grand final for the first sword, regardless of what's going to happen here. But if I win this second tournament, I will have a little bit of an advantage there. If not, it's going to be like an even fight. Misinput, but it worked.
Back Y there from Chernobyl. Thrust attempt out of range. There's high guard. Very psychological. I was so glad. For the most part, I didn't let that get to me. But even so, Venator always has that in his back pocket. So it's always pressuring you. Posted Divina a little bit there. Posted Divina again. High guard, but actually outranged. Was a good idea, but Zera's taller. Whoa, he was. I think Venator was block stunned or something. Maybe Chernobyl should have grabbed. Very lucky. Not a good situation to be in. Zera just in your face swinging like that.
Koala, is that you?
Yeah, I looked back. That swing bounced off, but that's okay. These things happen. Oh, Venator with a nice hit to the arm. Yeah.
That's pretty much what happens in longsword fights, and I can tell you from experience, having competed in longsword tournament, people just snipe the hands a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, a crossguard is not that much if you think about it for hand protection. It's not nothing, but it leaves some angles exposed.
Oh. A back Y, baby. Means business.
Oh, and that's that sweet spot when you can land that thrust.
Touch of death.
Good movement from Venator. Posted to Venom, and that was a nice bait, but that back Y, of course, saves the day.
Nice long guard as well.
Yeah.
Venom to block that thrust.
Yeah, that was a good exchange actually. As much as we joke about back Y, it was still. Yeah, I can tell Chernobyl's panicking a bit more. Like he's really using that back Y as a crutch, and I don't blame him. Like he's not a Zera main. I'd probably do the same thing, but this might prove to be the difference between these two. It's not that back Y is wrong. It's just I think maybe spamming it is a little predictable because Venator will just sit back and let you do that.
Yeah. Oh, with the combo.
That's
Nice.
one move that
Beautiful.
works against Zera better than everybody. Nice, GG.
Yeah, perfect range on that.
6-3.
I was looking for that as well for a minute against Cherno, but just couldn't find the time, you know, the right place to use it.
Yeah, Cherno for the second time he gets 4th place. A little bit unlucky today, but yeah, it is what it is. We're moving into the lower bracket final. Thank you very much, Cherno. And I'm going to be fighting Apostle, and Apostle is going to be using Alex. And I do remember a couple of fights that I had against him, and they, I think there were 2 or 3, and they got to the last flag. So I'm not taking Apostle lightly. Stop farming me. There's Apostle. Here we go. I'm on the left and he's on the right.
Yeah, this matchup very 50-50 in my experience. All goes low, but that was probably the wrong approach because Venator's blade was low. I find if the blade is held in low guard or the blade just happens to be there, going low is generally not gonna work, regardless of character. It depends, as with many things, but and interesting, he landed the push, but he wasn't able to follow that up. Venator landed a hit though, which didn't seem to stun him. So interesting interaction. Not much came of it though, aside from Alex getting hit. Oh, that stab didn't connect, but good cut follow up there from Venator. Plus the Divena, good patience and a good counter attempt. That was a good time to try that move, but it just didn't work. Venator with the neutral thrust.
Yeah, that sneaks right in there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm curious what Venator has to say about it, but I suspect if you're at the range where like long guard is touching the person, that's probably the best range to do it.
Nice.
That's what my intuition tells me, because it doesn't carry you very far forward.
Yeah. Nice sidestep.
That A cut's lethal too.
Mm. Yeah, I want to see more aggression from Alex.
Yeah, he needs to get in there. And that was a good try earlier, but Venator was able to stay solid. And yeah, like I said, 50-50, but if Isabella finds the right moves or vice versa, it can be quite a dominant victory. Possible trying to reassess, but with your stamina down, your guard is diminished. Venator knows that. Yeah, there you go.
GG.
Horrific thrust to the gut. Yeah, nice. GG.
GG. Apostle gets third place. Congratulations.
Yeah, well played, Apostle. He did good, man.
Yeah, especially that bar bash. That was fantastic.
He's got a weird style where like it feels like you're winning and then you lose.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know quite how he does it yet, but
Yeah. Oak and I are going to fight again. And what's interesting is that Oak and I are going to be fighting for some time tonight because he got the second place in the first tournament. I got the first place. So if he wins this one, we're going to have somewhat equal fight in the first sword battle. But if I win this one, I actually have to win 2 times now to get a little bit of an advantage in the first sword. So Oak and I are going to be fighting for at least 30 minutes from now on. We're going to have a lot of fights.
No pressure, Oak.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Oak looked incredible with Kalk. He actually defeated my Zera earlier. He's on the left, I'm on the right.
Mm-hmm. But it turns out that coming into the losers bracket might have been a good thing, at least if he was going to lose. If Venator was going to lose, I suppose it's better to lose Zera. So that's where sometimes keeping your main in reserve, like I did the same with Yon.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
It only didn't pay off because I fought Venator, and that was just a really close fight that could have gone in anybody's way. So
Yeah, super close.
yeah.
This is gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Oh, he doubles that up. I've never seen that before until today.
Me and Oak were what do you call it? Labbing Hulk yesterday. And we came up with a bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah. I don't think Venator's seen it before today either.
I feel like Pico's done the double. Yeah.
Oh, that's possible, yeah. It's like his version of the double lunge.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, most weird stuff you see from Kalk, Pico's probably done it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No one else. Oh, we tried that yesterday as well. Chaining the 2 slashes. Didn't work out that time.
Yeah, it worked in an earlier fight for Oak. That stab was a good idea against the snap cut. I find that's generally the counter if you can stab the hand.
Oh,
nice backdash. Yeah. Yeah, this is shaping up to be another high-level fight.
Oak also told me that if you whiff the back X, you can throw like 2, and if you throw the 3rd one, then you're completely out of stamina. But if it hits the guard, then it doesn't. You can throw like a lot. It doesn't eat the stamina so much.
Yeah, I wonder how many moves are like that, because I know it's supposed to be less stamina, but I wonder how much less. I haven't actually tested that myself.
Yeah. And there's like a bunch of moves that if you they're not combos, but if you chain like certain like 2 different moves together, then it doesn't you don't get the whiff penalty for the first move. But it has to be the right move combination. Like if you try it with some moves, then you get the whiff penalty for both moves. Even though it looks like, you know, the second one comes super fast.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things to like learn still about it.
Okay, Venator with another flag. Oak was, I guess he wasn't fighting for the center enough. He was throwing some wide swings, which were very threatening, but Venator was able to shut him down and stab him.
Yeah, it's the high guard versus the back X battle here.
Iron Gate from Venator. In the snap cut, that's nice. That's what that LFF low stance is called, Iron Gate. Good
Oh,
stab.
I thought that I was gonna outtime the back
It
X,
looked,
but no.
yeah, it looked like you were gonna do that. Oh,
I actually like that name for it, Iron Gate, because it's like if your opponent comes forward to try attacking you, you've got the gates ready to close on them.
yeah,
It's like a
from the
bait,
bottom.
yeah. You're opening the gates for them, then closing them. Or maybe they enter, but then they're trapped because you've closed the gates, that type of thing.
Yeah, Oak's trying these combos.
And I love how posted it on as Guard of the Lady, like the Wrath Guard, similar thing. Blade behind the back.
Oh, is that what it translates to?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Guard of the Lady. And
Oh, and it's even.
I've seen a theory that that might be based on chess, because in some languages, like Romance languages, they don't call the queen piece the queen. They actually call it lady, or it translates literally to lady. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that could
Oh
be.
man. I mean, I have no advice. Not that you need any advice, Venner, but for the viewers, like, I don't know how you deal with that back
You
X.
gotta think like 2 moves ahead because that back X is always coming. Here you go.
Oh,
Oh,
that was quite a fight for the center line.
so many parries.
Yeah. They were both just trying to jam that point in, and then the punch. Honestly, somebody probably should have grabbed there, but it's so easy to backseat people like that and say, "Oh, you should have grabbed," but it's such a risky thing to do
Yeah, and
most of the time.
in the moment, you're just like, you know, you're pressing buttons to just be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, you just want them dead.
Yeah. That's why I respect Piper so much, because he's the kind of dude, like the way he plays, he will push
Hmm.
when I would never think to push.
Yeah.
He'll be in the fire, like just both people throwing, and he'll just be like, "Yeah, I'll push," and it
Yeah, at
works.
random times too. Sometimes it
Yeah.
seems like. Okay, this
So
is
this
the
is the
last
last.
flag. Yeah,
Yeah.
back X. Oh. Oak having to watch his stamina a little bit.
Yeah. That's it.
Isabella too, to a lesser extent.
If you whiff that back X, then and you've done like any two things, otherwise, then you're gonna watch your stamina. He's in the corner now. This could be. He's getting out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Venner knows it's dangerous to engage in the corner.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah,
keeping the pressure, but
yeah.
yeah, like kind of letting him out.
Yeah, and he's threatening to stab him past his guard, but he keeps holding back, and that's because he's worried about a counter. He's trying to get him to whiff so that it's a more convincing opening.
Oh,
2 stabs. Double lunge.
but Venner's still standing.
Yeah. He needs to watch that stamina now, though. That high guard would have been devastating if it landed. Hooks an LFF. Goes for, oh, it's a double.
Oh man.
That's
Feel
just the
bad for
worst.
Oak.
Yeah.
Like I thought I imagine he thought he had that in the bag, but
Yeah.
he's got to forget about that and just go again.
Now the pressure's on. That was a good beat, but Oak just, it was probably very awkward for him to follow that up.
Oh, no.
That's nice snap cut.
Out of nowhere. Wow.
GG.
What a fight. That was a great fight.
Oak wins this one, and he qualifies for the first sword title. And here's how it's gonna go. We're both gonna have 3 characters. 2 of them have to be from the tournament that we won. So Oak will have to use here Kalk, Jan, and one of the characters from the previous tournament, which is Laszlo or Bara. And I have to use 2 characters from the first tournament that I won, which is Alex, Jan, and 1 character from this one, which is going to be Isabella. And we're going to fight until one of us has no characters left. So that's what's going to happen here. So we're going to start with the first fight. We're going to keep the same size, then we're going to switch. First sword finals.
Oak said he'll go with Laszlo, Kalk, and Jan.
Yeah.
But he says, "Oh, I guess I don't have to tell."
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Let me write it here just for the record. So Oaken Licks, Laszlo,
That's a strong trio of characters.
Kalk, and Jan. Isabella, Jan, and Alex.
Ooh.
Just to make it fair, so we're gonna swap sides. Player on the left will pick first. Player on the right will pick second. Right. So here's the first fight between us. Oak, pick your character. Oh no! You can just keep left side. Pick your first character. He's going Jan. Yeah. We're gonna mirror for this one.
Jan's kind of Oak's throwaway, but with that said, he is a powerful character, so
Yeah, it's a good throwaway to have.
yeah.
Sure. Nice thrust.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Oak wants to keep his mains in the back.
Again, this is not a best of 3, so all characters need to be eliminated, which means that even with 1 character, you could come back and win the tournament.
Right. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that thrust that landed earlier really sapped the stamina out.
Be right back.
Cool. Oh, what? It's interesting. No one, well, I haven't seen anyone throw a belly lunge with, yeah.
This is the belly lunge, is not the same as Bara's anymore.
Oh yeah, it got changed.
Yeah. Nice Quart. Back. I said it before though, if you've played a saber before, you can, especially the simpler ones, you can also play them. It's just they're slightly, I mean, there's more nuances.
Oh.
And Oak knows the moves. It's not like he's inexperienced.
Yeah.
That's a brutal stab too. People talk about the corkscrew, but that one sometimes just catches you out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like that.
Again.
And I think backing away was precisely the wrong thing to do. But sometimes I've seen people also, they move forward and they're hit, so it's tough sometimes.
Maybe just stand still.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's so hard.
Yeah, because you can throw it any time.
He could throw anything, you know.
Yeah.
If you stand still, like, he could throw a corkscrew and then you're screwed if you stand still.
Yeah, or the wraparound cut that I got on Venator that one time because he stood still.
Yeah.
Like stuff like
exactly.
that.
He's just got so many options.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even when I was here, you know, before, I was always saying like Jan's like one of the best.
Yeah, again.
That's insane, man.
It's the hand. It's always the hand every time. But yeah. Like Venator was saying, that's how some HEMA matches go too. Like somebody's just really good at hitting the hand, so that's how you score the points. Oh god. That takes skill though. To do that against another Jan takes skill. So nicely done.
Right. So Oak wins the first one. I got 2 characters left. He still has got 3. We're gonna swap
I guess he'll
sides.
stick with Jan, right?
Yeah,
He'll
can
use
stick
Jan
with
until.
or he can choose another character. It's his choice. Here we go.
Left first, is he?
Venator's going all in.
Oh.
So is Oak. I like that.
Interesting, yeah.
Did I swap the names? Yeah.
Yeah, but interesting. Like Oak prefers Laszlo in this matchup, even though he just won with Jan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looked perfect, but Isabella tagged him. Oh, again, similar situation.
Yeah, we could see a lot of doubles here, I think.
Yeah. Oak's got to be careful if that false edge cut, that's opening the top of the hand to that high guard. Ooh.
Nice aggression. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, there's a good try.
You got some damage, man.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
Just getting disemboweled as he cuts the head. Oh, he delayed the stab after posted it to Vena.
You can really let that, simmer for a long time.
Yeah, it's actually like I got tagged with it once. It's pretty scary sometimes.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you think like, oh yeah, that's the end of the, you think that's the end of the first part,
Mm-hmm.
and then she still throws the thrust.
Yeah. There's good punishment of the high guard attempt by Oak.
Yeah, that I guess forward Y is going right around.
Yeah. And Laszlo is so quick. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't want to do that.
What the hell?
Got punished.
Yeah. Oak was panicking for sure, but it worked.
100%. He could throw so many attacks, like. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Lots of pressure from Oak. Good push though, Venator breaking that up quickly.
Push out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Something more for Oak to think about there.
Yeah. Oh, again. I don't know.
What the hell?
It's the back.
What did he throw?
Back A.
Oh, so you did a cut, but
Yeah.
the game didn't show it. I see. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Poor Oak though, he's setting up these side steps really well, I think. But
yeah, these late Izzy follow-ups just. Oh,
that was close.
very
Good
close.
movement by Oak. Probably just saw death there. Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
That was a good attempt.
Yeah, I like the instant aggression trying to
Oh,
surprise.
I thought Venator was gonna land a hit there. It was so close.
I love it because both of them are actually aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're trying to score. They're not just waiting.
Yeah.
But in a smart way. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Venator's using his reach, of course, but he is still very active.
Yeah.
It's a very high level match. Low guard. That was a nice cut. Oh, that could have been punished, but Oak wasn't ready.
Yeah. It's so hard though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because you don't expect your opponent to give you their hand.
Yeah.
Of all things.
And if he did throw, then it would have opened him up, so.
Yeah. Very tight from both of them. Even that high guard was very well timed. Oak was just well spaced to defend himself. Oh, like the follow-up saved him, actually.
Yeah, this is high level stuff.
Yeah. We've had a few fights that I think are Hall of Fame worthy. This is shaping to be one of them. Certainly this round right here.
Oh. I love those moments where they like Venom moves back. Oh, nice.
Oh, he gets it finally.
Like they just move for a second without throwing anything. I love those moments.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're in measure. They could totally start cutting, but instead they're applying pressure.
Last flag.
Whoever loses this loses their main. Snap cut. That was a pseudo blade beat is what I call that, where the blade's stationary, but it sounds like it was blade beat.
Yeah. I think it has the same effect. Like I don't think Venom could move there.
Again,
yeah.
Yeah, that is something Laszlo has. He has a wicked fast snap cut that can reach right past your guard if he's too close.
Yeah, super lethal. It's
Oh,
so
he's
cool.
baiting
Like,
him. Yeah.
when it moves in, Venom like just knows, and he's like, no. I'm gonna back away.
Yeah, they know each other so well, and they're learning as they fight too. That's certainly what I found when I was fighting Venator. We were just learning things, especially since I don't play Yon that much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That could have been anybody's.
Not over.
Yeah. Oak was just wide open, but he went in anyway. Oh, that was dangerous from Oak.
Yeah, they need to keep their patience.
Yeah, it gets tougher and tougher as you go, though.
It does. I'm the worst for it. Like, by now, I'd just be like, yeah, screw it. I'm gonna like just go all in.
Yeah.
And I'd probably leave.
And it's not even that they stop throwing attacks, it's just that they're throwing them from max range, so they don't overextend. It's really good from both of them.
Oh.
Thrust, nice.
This is
Beautiful.
definitely. Oh,
nice.
Fucking
well
hell,
done, man.
Jesus.
I don't envy you. You've had so many tough ones, Venator.
I'm so
Crazy
tired,
fight.
man. We're like 5 hours in. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm sure Oak is also very tired. Right, we got 2 characters left. He's going Calc.
Yeah.
He's got Calc and Jan, and I got Isabella and Zera. We're gonna be here for some time.
Yeah. I'd say Venator really does not want to lose Isabella, though. from what we've seen from his Zera. He can play Zera, but I feel like he'd prefer to have Yon if he could pick between Yon and Zera.
Yeah, and we saw Kalk against, is it Chernobyl? I think Chernobyl
Think so,
Zera.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And
Let me change the names. 1 second. Oh,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure people don't think he's playing Isabella though. Okay, another very tense final after yesterday.
The interesting thing about this matchup too is I would say Calc actually is the one with the reach advantage, despite having the one-handed sword. He's just taller, and it's a pretty big sword. So
yeah, and he extends his attacks
main,
a lot, actually.
Yeah.
The thing I was just thinking about is the difference in movement between Laszlo and Kalk.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kalk might have the range, but he can't move like Laszlo moves, you know?
Yeah.
In and out. Like that's gone.
Yeah, especially if you're moving in a circle, your functional range can still be much higher than it might seem if you move quick.
It's just a completely different style that he has to like switch to instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he seems to be able to not have a problem with it at all. But...
Tooth Rush. Yeah, Venator knows about it now, but that back X, yeah, you can't. If it's countering what you're doing perfectly, you just can't react to it.
No.
Single tempo thrust. It's like Calc's Master Strike. If he was in Kingdom Come Deliverance, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Zera's back Y, but like if you use it right, it's even better.
Yeah.
Like there's no chance from that range. Like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons you'd like Kingdom Come Deliverance Venator. There's some really cool like animations if you kill someone off of a Master Strike. It's great.
I tell you what, he's so good at Oak is getting into the range.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not easy to just press back X like that and it hit the head. Like you have to be in the perfect spot and throw it at the perfect time.
Yeah, when you're trying to land an attack, you have to always keep in mind that the back X is coming, so you kind of have to counter it and just move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to do this time. Oak has 2 fighters left. Kalkstein and Jan, and I have only Zera left. So if he wins this one, he also wins the first sword title. I need a quick bathroom break. My brain is on fire. I'll be right back. One thing to note here is that Oak won the second tournament using Cogstein only, which means he got 2 points in Broadsword, and I'm actually pretty sure that he already has a point in Broadsword, so most likely he's gonna get the Broadsword Specialist role as well. Here we go. Okay, swap sides. Sarah.
Cebu. Cebu.
What?
Yeah.
You're breathing down your mic, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Weird.
Sorry.
Alright, here we go. Zera didn't do too well the first time. Let's see.
Oh. That was close for Calc.
Yeah, I think Vena's keeping his voice low, Maestro. It's kind of late where he is.
Oh. Yeah, that Zera move.
Oh, yes.
Such a commitment.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
it was.
Yes.
What?
Oh, my bad. My third is Alex, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Maestro's right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, sorry about that. My third is Alex. Because I won the tournament where Alex was supposed to be. Yeah. It's late. Sorry, Oak. Yes, my third is Alex, not Zera. Well, I got only Alex.
Alex can be good against Calc.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see.
I mean, Cebu knows. Against my Calc, anyway. I know that thrust goes right to his chest.
Oh!
Oh.
Did not expect that.
Oh. Got the slash off just in time.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Expected it.
Oh, too close for the stab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Alex wants to do. He wants to get very close to Calc and just end the fight as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and I think because of how high Alex holds his sword, I think the back X might not be so good. Oh, down forward Y though. That's nice.
Yeah, I could see some cases where it skid off the hand protection or something.
Yeah, like if he's close enough.
Mhm.
Oh well, that one
Well,
worked.
that was to the body, yeah. But still.
Yeah.
love that Oak's making a liar out of you, but I still think you're not wrong. There's probably a situation where it fails.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely tried it before. And it's just hit his sword.
Yeah, Venator's using long guard here and there. He's ready for those stabs, or at least he's trying to be ready for them. That was a good parry, but no hit. Oh,
he waited for it. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kalka's go ahead.
Yeah, trusting his guard, like to his leg. Oh wow,
Disgusting.
nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Well done.
GG, and we got a new first sword on the server. Congratulations, Oak has managed to win the second tournament and the first sword finals. And after 5 hours and a half, we have a new champion. Congratulations. Great performances, especially with Kalk. Undefeated with Kalk, actually. He won every fight.
Yeah, super impressive.
Yeah, every
super
fight
impressive with Kalk.
Very difficult matchup. Have to go back to the drawing board and see how we can counter his techniques. But thank everybody for competing. It was a great night with great matches and great events. And yeah, next week we're gonna have I think something special again. But as I said,
nice.
it was a great experience overall. And yeah.
Yeah, thanks for putting it on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
No worries. Always. All right. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. See you, everyone. Bye.
See ya.